All right, today attorneys for Andrew Brown's family announced a $30 million lawsuit against the local county sheriff and several deputies who in April shot and killed Brown as he was leaving his property in a car. The deputies were there to serve a warrant but shot Brown in the back of the head through his car windshield. The district attorney Andrew Womble cleared the deputies of any wrongdoing in May, but a federal investigation into their actions is ongoing. With me tonight is one of the Brown family attorneys, Chance Lynch. Good to have you back on, Chance.
Thanks, Yodit. It's always good to be with you.
All right, so this filing of a $30 million federal civil rights lawsuit, has this brought the family any sense of relief?
Well, you know, from the beginning, Yodit, we have been exclaiming we want accountability and transparency. And this is just another stride in our pursuit of justice. It's just another step towards accountability and transparency. And we're hoping that this lawsuit will be fruitful in assisting the family and having some closure. No matter what suit we bring, it won't bring Mr. Brown back. But I'm hoping, and our team is hoping, that this will bring some solace to the family as they continue to grieve, transition to continue life without their loved one, and to also bring justice so that what happened to Mr. Brown will not happen to anyone else.
Speaking of transparency, as part of the suit, you are seeking full disclosure of body camera footage, which state authorities have denied you. Do you now expect to be granted access to that footage?
Well, Yodit, as a colleague and a fellow barrister, you understand that at this point it's taken out of the jurisdiction of the state courts. With this federal lawsuit, it allows us to have subpoena power, and so we're not bound by a state court judge or an elected district attorney who works alongside the law enforcement agency that caused the death of Mr. Brown. And so we're optimistic that with exercising all of the rights that we can with our subpoena and power with this federal lawsuit, that we're going to obtain all of the video footage, all of the unredacted video footage. And it's our hope that the public will be able to see everything that we see, so that you guys will be able to see what happened to Mr. Brown on that day.
Now, oftentimes, Chance, in police shooting cases, people file civil suits because they know there's little hope that the police will be held accountable criminally. Was that an additional factor in the decision to file this lawsuit, or do you still hope that the deputies will be prosecuted?
Hey, Yodit, wherever there's life, there's always hope. And so the precedent and binding law in the Fourth Circuit, which is our jurisdiction, it is very clear. The Strickland case, it is very clear. The court has already ruled that you cannot shoot a driver when they are driving away from you. The court has made that decision already. That law is not only clear, but it is clearly established that a person's Fourth Amendment rights are violated when and law enforcement officer continues to fire when the driver passes them and is no longer considered to be an imminent threat. And so we're confident that the law is clear and that the law is on point with the facts of our case, and that justice will prevail.
Now, what is the status of the FBI investigation into this case?
Well, from what we know is that the FBI is still conducting their investigation. I've not spoken with the FBI personally to be able to speak on that. It's our hopes that they're continuing to investigate the agencies that's involved. And so that way, as you know, the district attorney, he made his decision deviating from the precedent and binding law of the jurisdiction in which he sits. And so I don't know. I just know that he quoted law that's not applicable, and he looked over the applicable law that I just stated, which is the Strickland case that affirmed another decision in a Waterman case. And so he didn't mention any of that. And so he's saying that they were justified. Of course, our position has not changed. It was an unlawful killing, it was a criminal act. And those officers who fired their weapons and who shot and killed Mr. Brown should be arrested. They should be prosecuted and tried. And so I'm hoping that the Federal Bureau of Investigation will continue that search and bring justice, and to help us bring justice in that light as well, not just civilly, but criminally as well.
Yeah, so I was about to ask you if you expected federal criminal charges to be brought, since the District Attorney Andrew Womble in May decided that the deputies were cleared of any wrongdoing. Has there been any sort of disciplinary action taken against the deputies that you know of?
Well, the elected sheriff, Wooten, for Pasquotank County, they were on leave, and then they came back from leave. And from my understanding, one resigned and the others have remained on duty. So these guys are still out on the street. They're still out in the community, walking the streets of Elizabeth City and the county of Pasquotank. And they have clearly violated their own policy that states that they're not supposed to fire into a moving weapon unless, one, they can't move out of the way, or two, that there is a weapon being used against them other than the vehicle. And even with a violation of their own policy, these guys are back at work, and the citizenry of Pasquotank County stand at risk, of having to be secured or provided security by these same officers. And so that's the only thing that we've known, that the sheriff has stated, that he stands by his guys, the decision that they make and that they made, and in his eyesight, it's over, it's done. Well, Yodit, it doesn't work that way. We don't believe that it's over, and this lawsuit is a resounding gong that it's not.
Now, I know the people of Elizabeth City, they continue to rally in support of the Brown family. Do you worry that, like so many police shooting cases, that your case, is not getting enough national media coverage at the moment?
Well, let me say that the protests in Elizabeth City, they've been consistent. Today makes day 85, consecutive days of protesting. They've been nonviolent. The people of Elizabeth City and Pasquotank County are resilient people. They are incredible, decent individuals who have a voice. Now, the media coverage has not consistently been there with them, but the people have continued to march in the streets to keep this issue alive in their community. And so I'm hoping that with this lawsuit, it will encourage the media to continue to raise this awareness, because Yodi, this could happen anywhere. It just happened to happen in Pasquotank County, and it's happening all over our country. And so we're hoping to keep this issue alive so that we can reach reality.
So, Chase, what are the next steps with the civil suit and the case as a whole?
Well, in federal court, we have what we call a rocket docket. We imagine that it can move very quickly. We do expect to receive a response on behalf of the defendants. There will be a scheduling conference. We anticipate that we will have an opportunity to receive all of the discovery, as I just alluded to. That's certainly a quest of ours. And then we'll have an opportunity to depose those parties of the case beforehand. And so there are a number of steps that can take place. Now, I know a lot of people saying, well, how long is it going to take? I can't speak to the length of this. I'm not sure how long it will take, but we want to make sure that we do our job thoroughly, that we give the best representation that we possibly can for this family, because they deserve it.
Brown family attorney Chance Lynch, thank you again for your time tonight, counselor.
Thanks so much, Yodit. Good to be with you.